2019 Honda Odyssey Review. The Odyssey offers practicality to spare, and conveniences you might never have thought you needed. The SUV could be a popular treatment for the vehicular needs of any family. Playing with truth, SUV buyers are passing up on the unparalleled packaging and ease of the modern minivan. No SUV can match the 2019 Honda Odyssey for simplicity or flexibility. It doesn't hurt that this Odyssey comes standard using a strong V6 and comfy seats and possesses a list of available features more than a junior high-quality recital. The current generation of Odyssey debuted just recently. Also, it either added or evolved a slew of features that parents or practically minded people should appreciate. The configurable second row seats will definitely be a favorite, as well as the night vision equipped zoomable cabin camera makes checking in on passengers a cinch. Remember, it is really too soon to educate your kids about panopticism. This 2019 Odyssey is, generally in most ways, preferable over the competition. It seasons Honda's clever packaging using the carmaker's sharp driving characteristics, making for a car or truck that's a thoughtful and enjoyable family hauler. Three-row SUV owners won't determine what they're missing. You can find out much more about the upgrades for this generation of Odyssey in this first drive. What's new? The 2019 Honda Odyssey is unchanged. If with limited funds, the X trim. For not much more money, you obtain active security features and driver aids, conveniences including power sliding doors and 3-zone climate control, and also the desirable second-row magic slide seats. If you're looking for more, try the Touring, giving you numerous extra features, including a built-in Hoover and rear seat monitoring system, as well as the excellent 10-speed automatic transmission. Trim levels and features. The 2019 Odyssey is available in 6 trim levels: LX, X, EXL, EXL with Navian Res, Touring and Elite. In typical Honda fashion, you don't see any packages or standalone options offered, so taking the Odyssey you wish largely boils down to picking a trim that suits your desired features and budget. All Odysseys come that is a 3.5-litre V6 280 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque and front-wheel drive. The first 4 trim levels come having a 9-speed automatic, plus the Touring and Elite use a 10-speed automatic. There's seating for 7 passengers from the LX and 8 passengers in anything else. The Odyssey LX starts you served by features including 18-inch alloy wheels, a rear-view camera, automatic climate control, power-adjustable front seats, a 6040 split folding third-row seat, a 5-inch central display, Bluetooth, 2 USB ports, as well as a 7-speaker head unit. Next up could be the X. Also, it's here you obtain features that in some way start to make simpler. These include power sliding rear doors, keyless ignition and entry, remote engine start, 3-zone automatic climate control, heated front seats, enhanced sliding functionality to the second row outboard seats magic slide, a removable center seat and second row window sunshades. The X also offers more modern tech, having its 8-inch touch screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, and satellite and HD radio. But, wait, there's more. Honda also fits this trim level with extra driver safety aids offering adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning and lane keeping assist. Honda begins to crank up the luxury with all the EXL. You receive a sunroof, a noise-reducing windshield, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, an energy liftgate, leather upholstery, driver seat memory settings, and 2 charging USB ports with a second row. The EXL with navigation and rear entertainment system is similar but adds, since its name implies, a navigation system and also a rear seat entertainment system. The latter carries a 10.2-inch overhead display, a Blu-ray player as well as an HDMI input. This version on the EXL even offers a 110-volt power outlet and also a cabin intercom system, which broadcasts the driver's or front passenger's voice towards the rear seating areas. Moving up on the Odyssey Touring gets you the above, plus front and back parking sensors, LED headlights, automatic engine stop-start, a hands-free liftgate, an integrated vacuum, a rear cabin camera monitoring system cabin watch, with an onboard 4G LTE connection that has a Wi-Fi hotspot and Honda Link services. Finally, the Elite tops from the Odyssey range with 19-inch wheels, power folding mirrors, noise-reducing glass with the front and rear windows, ventilated front seats, an 11-speaker premium audio system along with a wireless phone charger. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically can be purchased in multiple versions that happen to be fundamentally similar. The S on this review depend on our full test in the Honda Odyssey Elite 3.5 litres V6, 10-speed automatic, FWD. Driving. The 2018 Honda Odyssey may be the driver's choice inside minivan class. A strong V6 offers you plenty of power for passing, as the van's precise steering and stable handling instill confidence. It's still by all accounts squarely a minivan, nonetheless it really entirely possible that way from your driver's seat. Acceleration. Fears many parity inside minivan class, however the Odyssey's V6 stands out having its smoothness and willingness to rev. Even with passengers aboard, the Odyssey's V6 makes quick work of excel as much as highway speeds or passing traffic, taking just 7.6 seconds to get as much as 60 miles per hour, braking. In routine driving, the brake pedal is not hard to modulate and contains solid stopping power. Panic braking reveals a soft initial pedal feel, firming up appropriately with pressure. We achieved consistent emergency stops from 60 miles per hour inside a respectable 123 feet. Steering. At lower speeds, the Odyssey has precise, relatively quick steering that's light for straightforward parking lot maneuvering. At highway speeds, steering reactions wind down for stability. Fears little onset to feel, however it tracks straight, has good feedback, and is particularly still attentive to small steering inputs. Handling. If handling is vital to you, the Odyssey is readily the segment leader. It's communicative and responsive, that makes wheeling around town within a minivan more enjoyable than it must be. The suspension is additionally able to handle bumpy roads without ever feeling overwhelmed. Drivability. 10 speeds may appear excessive, nevertheless the transmission's quick shifting is unobtrusive and proficient at selecting the best gear to your requirements. Paddle shift as a standard, that is a nice touch, too. The V6's auto stop-start product is a little rough from time to time, however it can be disabled if desired. Comfort. We like that this Odyssey is comfortable in most 3 rows of seating. Whether you have a van stuffed with kids over a road trip or just taking your pals out to dinner, the Odyssey ought to keep everyone happy. Seat comfort. The front seats are comfy and supportive, so they are excellent for logging plenty of miles. The second row's outboard seats are similarly comfy with soft padding and thin folding armrests. The third row is for adults on shorter trips, though footroom is fixed. Ride comfort. In general, the Odyssey rides smoothly over bumps. The suspension tuning is somewhat firmer versus the norm, however, knowing that stiffness, along using the Elite's 19-inch wheels, means it may get slightly jittery over rough pavement. Noise and vibration. In Elite trim, the Odyssey is superbly quiet at highway speeds. Credit goes on the active noise cancellation system as well as the new noise-reducing body and windshield and windows. The 10-speed auto keeps engine RPM low at cruising speed. 2. Climate control. Automatic driven climate is standard of many Odysseys, similar to heated front seats. The front air vents blow hard if you fire up the fan speed. The second row's air vents are mounted inside the door pillar instead of overhead, making it hard to direct air to kids in rear-facing safety seats. Interior. A minivan should make life simpler, and also the Odyssey comes through in stellar fashion. It's easy to obtain in and out, particularly because from the new lateral sliding function with the second row seats. The mediocre outward visibility may be the only downside. Usability. All main controls that you simply frequently use are physical buttons, and also the layout is logical. The gauge cluster is nearly all digital, plus it presents information inside a clear manner. Power sliding doors come standard on X models or higher. Getting in, jetting out. Sliding rear doors. Wow, it crossovers traditional doors for simplicity every time. Up front, it's not hard to slip into the seats without so much of any level change. The front doors have to have a good tug to shut, though. The multi-sliding second row seat gives superb access to your third row seat. Driving position. It's an organic and natural driving position and, sometimes, the driving experience is surprisingly sedan-like. The driver's seat has many adjustment range for vertical and horizontal. The leader is a broad range of manual adjustability. There isn't lots of room to stretch inside footwell, though. Roominess. The Odyssey is one with the most effective people movers you will get. There is room for adults in all of the 3 rows. Legroom is plentiful in second row. The reclining third row is adequate for full-size adults, however it's within the cozy side. Space behind your third row is deep and wide. Visibility. It's slightly hard to gauge the location where the front ends, as well as the view above the shoulder could be blocked with the second row headrests. The front pillars and mirrors are of typical minivan size, but Honda doesn't give a surround view camera system, and that is its sole weakness. Quality. Overall, the Odyssey looks modern and upscale inside, with leather seats and soft touch material of many surfaces you come in contact with. Everything is solidly assembled with consistent panel gaps and tolerances. There was clearly no squeaks or rattles during our test period. Utility. The Odyssey continues to be great as a minivan. It seats nearly 8 passengers and has now plenty of room for use on your items and greater and bulkier cargo. The second row seat backs don't fold flat, hence the whole seat is required to be removed manually for optimum cargo space. Small item storage. There's lots of small item storage. Up front, you will find Thea's spot below the middle stack for handbags, as well as the center storage bin is big. Thirsty? You've got cup holders everywhere for the rows. Cargo space. The storage well behind another row is often useful for grocery bags. Those third row seats aren't power operated, nevertheless the strap and handle system is not difficult enough to utilize. Max capacity is above average at 155.8 cubic feet. The second row seats are bulky and difficult to remove. Child safety seat accommodation. Latch anchor points can be accessible for the second and third row outboard seats. We've yet to evaluate the Odyssey while using second row middle seat installed. The sliding second row seat feature is super helpful. The seat contouring is flat, and there's lots of room for rear-facing safety seats. Technology. Up front is definitely an 8-inch touchscreen display that runs Honda's latest software system. It boasts modern graphics and is particularly impressively quick to answer your finger touches and slides. Modern features including the rear cabin camera as well as the intercom are helpful. Audio and navigation. Honda's infotainment system has big virtual buttons and snappy response. Organization is customizable, with smaller button shortcuts with a header. But some from the navigation operations are just a little hard to find out. The rear cabin camera monitor is neat, as could be the intercom feature. Smartphone integration. The Odyssey comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Higher trims similar to this have two secondary USB charge ports. Driver aids. Adaptive cruise control is laggy and does not feature stop-and-go capability. It will probably frustrate anyone following you. Lane keeping also feels subpar, with weak intervention and guidance that ping-pongs you inside your lane. Lane departure and blind spot warning work perfectly. Voice control. Voice controls assist navigation, front row entertainment and telephone systems. While you aren't required to follow a specific script, it truly does work better when conscious its structure. A long press with a voice button provides entry to your smartphone voice control system.